Standing high above the golden reed beds and just a few miles from the sea is Blythburgh Church. Often called the Cathedral of the Marshes, it is a true beauty. We visited Holy Trinity on a glorious day in early spring, and the churchyard was full of narcissi, daffodils, and young Alexanders. There is some really beautiful flint flushwork here. The crowned letters in Lombardic script are particularly striking, but nobody really knows for sure what their significance is. Churches often have toilets these days, although Blythburgh's weren't actually in the church. Still, they have one of the best views ever. A wonderfully squeaky door opens into one of the lightest and loveliest church interiors in Suffolk. Sadly, the font was badly damaged during a storm in which the church steeple fell right into the church itself. My eye was drawn to one of the most precarious looking ladders I've ever seen, and I'm pretty glad I didn't have to go up there. The church is wide and high and so full of light, and I had one of those moments that I so often do when I enter an old English church, that sense of anticipation as to what I'll discover. There were fragments of old broken glass now welded together. You'll often see this in churches and might notice a curious collection of faces jostling together with pieces of crown or angels' wings. Two iron rings remain fixed in place and would have been used to tether horses. That's one of the things I love about visiting these old buildings. You never quite know what you're going to discover, and which window onto the past will be open to you. The medieval bench ends are delightful and include figures showing seasonal labours. Alas, many are badly damaged, but still remain smiling. I love this man's gorgeous hat and beard, and the way this woman's hand protects her swelling belly. "18 carved figures adorn the choir stalls and include a saint holding a boat, one carrying loaves, and another holding a lamb. There's a wonderful late 17th century Jack of the Clock. A similar one can be found in nearby Southwold. But it's the angels for which Blythburgh is most famous, and there are some true beauties. "12 glorious faces watch over visitors, and if you're a reader of my Book Lovers series, there's an important scene in the latest book where Sam and Callie visit the church, but I mustn't give anything away. In a world inhabited by angels, one might also expect to find demons. The great storm in 1577, which brought the steeple down, was blamed on the devil, and the deep scorches in this door are said to be his hoof marks. Or perhaps they're the claw marks of Black Shuck, the demonic dog of East Anglia, who was said to have rampaged through the church on that dreadful night, killing 2 parishioners. As I was filming here, I suddenly heard the heavy panting of some kind of beast. But luckily it was just our spaniel Hattie. So we made sure she had a good drink before heading to Southwold. After all, it was Hattie's birthday and we had promised her a paddle in the sea. Thank you so much for joining us all on our day out to Blythburgh and Southwold. Do subscribe to the channel and join us on future adventures.